I think Venezuela is feeling heat.
Is Donald Trump about to start another war? That is a question echoing across Latin America tonight, because after weeks of tough words and military moves, the US president has made a rare and significant admission. Trump says that he has authorized the CIA to target Venezuela. The CIA is the Central Intelligence Agency. It is America's foreign spy agency. Trump has authorized the CIA to carry out covert operations inside Venezuela. He says Venezuela poses a real threat to the US, so this operation is about American security. Listen to this.
Why did you authorize the CIA to go into Venezuela?
I authorized for two reasons, really. Number one, they have emptied their prisons into the United States of America. They came in through the, they came in through the border. They came in because we had an open border policy. And the other thing are drugs. We have a lot of drugs coming in from Venezuela. And a lot of the Venezuelan drugs come in through the sea, so you get to see that. But we're going to stop them by land also.
The message is clear. Trump is building a case. It's the classic Washington playbook. Paint another country as a danger to America, build a narrative of threat, and then strike. But Trump was asked a counter question. Does the CIA have the authority to take out the Venezuelan president? His name is Nicolás Maduro. Does the CIA have the authority to oust him? Listen to Trump's response.
Oh, I don't want to answer a question like that. That's a ridiculous question for me to be given. Not really a ridiculous question, but wouldn't it be a ridiculous question for me to answer? But I think Venezuela is feeling heat, but I think a lot of other countries are feeling heat too. We're not going to let this country, our country, be ruined because other people want to drop, as you say, their worst.
Feeling heat. Those were his words. And this was not just rhetoric. Washington is walking the talk. Look at their military posture in the Caribbean. At least 8 warships are now patrolling the region, 8 American warships, plus a nuclear-powered submarine has been deployed in the region. Fighter jets are stationed in Puerto Rico. Thousands of Marines and sailors are on standby. Washington says all of this deployment is about drug control, but the scale suggests something far bigger. At least 5 suspected drug boats have been destroyed since September. At least 27 people have been killed. The latest strike near Venezuela's coast killed 6 people, and that's where the line begins to blur. Because what began as a mission against drug cartels is now inching closer to a confrontation with another state. Human rights experts have called these strikes, and I'm quoting, extrajudicial executions. Experts have said that these strikes violate international law. And here is why it matters. Until now, these strikes have been at sea, mostly in international waters. But Trump now says he is, and I'm quoting, he is looking at land. And if that happens, it would mark a new chapter in this standoff.
Well, I don't want to tell you exactly, but we are certainly looking at land now because we've got the sea very well under control.
A land operation would be a major escalation. It would be a direct challenge to the government in Caracas, Maduro's government. Washington has already put a $50 million bounty on Maduro's capture. It accuses him of leading a drug cartel. Maduro, of course, denies it, and he's fighting back. Yesterday, he decried coups orchestrated by the CIA.
No to regime change, which reminds us so much of the endless, failed wars in Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, and so on. No to CIA-orchestrated coup d'etat, which recall the 30,000 disappeared in the CIA-backed coups against Argentina, the Pinochet's coup, and the 5,000 young people who were killed or disappeared. Until when CIA coups, Latin America doesn't want them, doesn't need them, and rejects them.
Clearly, Venezuela has been alarmed by the move. Maduro has ordered military exercises in parts of the country. Armored vehicles have been destroyed. Police and civilian militias have been mobilized. So the message is quite clear. Venezuela is preparing for any scenario, and diplomacy too is part of that strategy. All of this reflects a broader fear that this standoff may not stay limited to the sea, that it could spiral into a wider conflict. Even Venezuela's neighbors are concerned. After all, the CIA has a history in Latin America. It has backed coups, it has overthrown governments and shaped political outcomes to suit Washington's interests. And the goal was always the same: remove hostile regimes, install friendly ones, and secure America's influence. Today, that pattern appears to be repeating itself, and with Donald Trump in the White House, there is no telling how this will end.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.